Well, quick update video, a bit to bring you in line with what's happening with me personally, with my business, with my family. So I know a lot of you, you know, you've watched the videos through YouTube. You get to sort of, you get to know me, the person, to a certain extent. And there's been a little bit happening. I've got a lot to be thankful for, and a little bit on the horizon, which things could be a little bit better for us. Because most importantly is the fact that my wife Mandy, she sat in the room behind me, you can't see her, she's going into hospital in the next 4 weeks, we think, for fairly major heart surgery. If you look in the backlog of the videos, you'll probably find that she had a few problems with her heart, and she had a pulmonary embolism a number of years back, and a few little minor ops, but she's got now a failing aortic valve, so that's going to require fairly major heart surgery. So she's going to Bristol Royal Infirmary, which is it's about 50 miles west of here, and she'll be in hospital for about a week, and then convalescing and recuperating after that, and we're keeping everything crossed, fingers and toes, that she'll be well, she'll be okay, you know. At the moment she's doing all right, but she's not able to do much in the way of strenuous exercise. So that's one thing, and the other thing is that this little dog here, this dog is never very far from me, never very far. She's my dog. Both my two dogs, Jessie and Elsa. Jessie, she's gone blind in her left eye. They are getting old, so you know, I'm sort of mentally preparing myself for the worst. It's going to happen. This little one here, Elsa, she's 14 and a half, and we found a lump on her tummy, on her breast down here, and took her to the vet last week, and they took a biopsy, and we had the results back, and it is cancer, and she needs to have, well, provided it's not spread anywhere else, she's going to be going in on Wednesday, this being Saturday, so in 4 days time she's going in for fairly major surgery to remove both the mammary tracts from her abdomen, and she's going to be spayed as well. And she's 14 and a half now, and she's not insured, and it's going to cost the best part of £1,000, and it's money that I could ill afford having to spend, but I have got that money. So someone did suggest, well, why don't you make a fund me or a donate thing, but no, I don't need to do that. I really believe that if you've got the money, then you should fund it yourself. You know, we've got the money, and because of her outlook, because of the sort of dog she is, she's such a bright dog. She's got good eyes, good ears, she's very alert still, she enjoys life, so therefore we're going to spend the money and give her that chance. And it'll be the last chance for her. It might give her an extra two or 3 years of life if we're lucky with her. Jessie, let's get you Jessie. So that one can go down. This is like showing you different knives, isn't it? And there's Jessie, look. Again, they're never far from me, these two. And she's now blind in her left eye. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Now, she was in her day, she was a fantastic ratter. This dog was just a born killer. Any small rodent or anything, if she could get it, that was it. There was no mercy shown. She was a right little killer. Lovely dog though. She had a cancer as well 2 years ago, and we spent the money on her, and they removed the cancer. They said you'd be lucky to get a year out of it. There she is 2 years later, and she's still okay. She's not as bright or strong as Elsa. She's 15, she's a little bit older, and you know, we're expecting sort of any time really that she could go downhill, and at which point, you know, she would be taken away, and well, we'd have a you know, put down, because you know, even the vet said it wasn't worth spending any money on her, but with Elsa he did suggest that it was worth it. And my son and my family all had a bit of a conflab, and we've agreed, yes, we're going to spend the money on Elsa. But Jess, I mean, she's now in the lap of the gods, and you know, hopefully she'll go on a year or two more, you don't know, but that's the contract you sign up to when you have dogs. You know, there's every possibility that you're going to outlive them, and it's the hardship that when you say goodbye to them, that day is going to come. And so, for any of you that will follow my videos on either this channel or my other channel, there will be a time when they're no longer around, and it is nature's way, and nothing you can do about it. Just accept it, but be thankful. Always be thankful for what you've got or what you've had, and that's the other thing I want to talk about, being thankful, because I've had some incredibly kind gifts sent me. The chair I'm sat on, and the dog treats and gifts over Christmas were kindly sent to me by Marcus. Thank you so much, Marcus, for sending those things, and for your friendship and your comments on Facebook. It's really got us through some bleak times, to be honest with you, so really thankful for that. I've had some really fantastic customers as well. Marcus is also a customer, by the way. I've had some fantastic customers. I've been so blessed to have the customers that I've had, and to met the people that I've met through knife making. Amanti over in the US sent me a huge box, 37 blocks of desert ironwood. When I looked at the wood, I wasn't quite sure how it was going to come out, because it didn't have the burl. I'm used to working with sort of very highly figured burls. For example, I've got a burl here. This is a block that this belongs to Mark, who I'm building a stainless steel hunter gatherer for. That's Mark's. And then I got 37 of these blocks, and desert ironwood, and I was a bit pessimistic. I thought, I don't know what they're going to be like, you know. And you never quite know what you're going to get until you've built the knife, shaped it and polished it, and then you see the final product. And I kind of sort of thought they'd be alright, but I didn't think they would be that spectacular. Anyway, I built one of the knife. I built one recently, and I've finished it off, polished the handle up, and it came out like beautiful ebony. Absolutely fantastic. So over the course of the year, I'll make these blocks last. I'll be building up a couple in each batch, perhaps with this desert ironwood. And then I've got my other stabilised woods, and the process ongoing for that always. Different woods as and when they become available, going through the stabilising process. I've always got something, either in the pressure pot or in a vacuum chamber, going through that process, and in obviously the cabinet to dry and heat and dry the wood out. That's ongoing as well. Big changes also. I'll tell you more about that when the time comes, but I'm having a couple of additions to the workshop, and I don't want to preempt those videos because they'll be quite significant. New tooling is arriving. My last batch of knives, I put one knife up for sale on the website. This is how I sell my knives. I put one for sale on the website, and then I get a whole bunch of emails come in, so I'll go to the first person whose emails come in, negotiate with them, get the knife sold, and then the other knives I will just tell the other people behind that first emailer I've got another one available, and then I'll send them images of that, and then we'll go through the negotiation and sell that knife and move onwards. So selling that way, I've moved I've sold 6 knives in recent days. But I'm also talking to my friend Rob, who's a computer whiz, and he's gonna help me at some point in the next 2 or 3 weeks revamp the website where I can have all the various knives listed with a buy it now button, and it'll all be done automatically, and I won't need to sit by the computer to man each sale and send emails backwards and forth. It's a very time consuming business. It can eat up a whole day just selling a small number of knives and then wrapping them up and going to the post office. It's a productive day just lost as a result of that. Anyway, I just want to say thank you, especially to Marcus and to Amanti, especially to those two, and obviously there's so many of you. I'm going to forget people. If you can understand what I'm going through here at the moment with my dog being unwell, and especially with Mandy going into hospital, and who knows what care she might need in convalescence afterwards. So you might just have to bear with me, but this is just putting you in the picture. But on the whole, things are very good. Things are looking up. It always pays to look on the bright side and never the dark side. There's never any gains from going down a negative path like that. I've got so much to be thankful for, and by looking at the world from the perspective of being thankful, the whole world looks like a brighter place. If you look at all the bad things in life that have happened to you, and you start feeling sorry for yourself, the world's a dark place, and you don't want to go there. And I've been there in the past, and I know there is no good fruit from that experience. So always being thankful, looking at all the lovely little things in life, all the good things in life, all the things that go well for you, all the blessings you've had in life, all the friends you've had in life, the things you've been sent. The dogs, yeah, they're coming to the end of their lives now, but how fortunate I was, or I still am, to have those dogs, and they've been with me for a part of my life, but I've been with them for the whole of theirs. We've had Alistair since she was 6 weeks old, and Jess since she was 8 weeks old, and so I'm ever so thankful for having those dogs. They've really enriched my life. Anyway, with that, I'll say thank you very much. I'll leave you with some images of the latest batch of knives. I'm working on the stainless knives. They're all up here, all wrapped up in their foil packets. The heat treat for them is going to be this week. I'll do a video on that. I've done a lot of research on it. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through a freeze cycle with them, a freeze quench. It's going to be very interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye for now.